Hi, my name is Stephanie Paris, and today I'm going to talk about the parts of the cells. There are two types of cell, the eukaryotic cell and prokaryotic cell. Every organism is composed of one of two structurally different types of cell, prokaryotic cell or eukaryotic cell. Only bacteria are prokaryotes, while plants, fungi, and animals are eukaryotes. When we say eukaryotic cell, are defined as cells containing organized nucleus and organelles which are enveloped by membrane-bound organelles. All cells have certain components that enable them to carry our vital life processes. So I'm going to discuss the parts of the eukaryotic cell one by one. Nucleus. It is a membrane-bound organelle that contains the cell's chromosomes. The nucleus controls and regulates the activities of the cell and carries the genes, structures that contain the heredity information. It is also responsible for protein synthesis, cell division, growth, and differentiation. Cell membrane. It is the boundary between the cell and its environment. The cell membrane has two functions. First, to be a barrier keeping the constituents of the cell and unwanted substances out. And second, to be a gate allowing transport into the cell of essential nutrients and movement from the cell of the waste products. Mitochondria is often labeled the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria vary in the number and shape. The, out, the outer membrane is smooth, while the inner membrane is folded many times, the enfoldings being called cristae. Mitochondria generate most of the chemical energy needed to power the cell's biochemical reactions. Lysosome is a membrane-bound cell organelle that contains digestive enzymes. Lysosomes are involved with various cell processes. They break down excess or worn-out cell parts. They may be used to destroy invading viruses and bacteria. There are two endoplasmic reticulum. First is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Is involved in some protein production, protein folding, quality control, and dispatch. Rough endoplasmic reticulum also studded with millions of membrane-bound ribosomes. Second is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Is associated with the production and metabolism of fats and steroid hormones. Its function is to synthesize lipids. Golgi apparatus. It receives biochemical in a bulk flow from the rough endoplasmic reticulum. The Golgi apparatus is responsible for transporting, modeling, and packaging proteins and lipids into vesicles for delivery to targeted destinations. Ribosome. It is macromolecular machines found within all living cells that perform biological protein synthesis. It functions as micro machine for making proteins. Free ribosomes, in particular, are important because they produce protein essential for internal cellular activity, which are not synthesized elsewhere. Centrosome is an organelle that is the main place where cell microtubules are organized. It serves as the main microtubule organizing center of the animal cell, as well as a regulation of cell cycle progression. Microtubule. It is polymers of tubulin that form part of the cytoskeleton and provide structure and shape to eukaryotic cells. Micro Microtubules are very important in a number of cellular processes, They are involved in maintaining the structure of the cell, and together with microfilaments and intermediate filaments, they form the cytoskeleton. Cilia. When we say cilia, define hair-like projections from certain cells, such as those in the respiratory tract, that sweep in unison and help to sweep away fluids and particles. The function of cilia is to move water relative to the cell in a regular movement of the cilia. Flagellum is a lash-like appendage that protrudes from the cell body of certain cells termed as flagellates. The primary function of a flagellum is that of locomotion, but it is also often functions as a sensory organelle, being sensitive to chemical and temperature outside the cell. Microfilament. It is a protein filaments in the cytoplasm of eukaryotic cells that form part of the cytoskeleton. Microfilament assist with cell movement and are made of a protein called actin. Actin works with another protein called myosin to produce muscle movements, cell division, and cytoplasmic streaming. Microfilaments keep organelles in place within the cell. Cytoplasm is a thick solution that fills each cell and is enclosed by the cell membrane. The cytoplasm is home to many activities of the cell, as it contains molecules, enzymes that are vital in the breakdown of the waste. So the second types of cell is the prokaryotic cell. It is a type of cell that does not have a true nucleus or membrane-bound organelles. When we say prokaryotic cell, it plays critical role in the recycling of nutrients by decomposing organisms and allowing their nutrients to be reused. So I'm going to discuss the parts of prokaryotic cell. First is the capsule. When we say capsule, it is a large structure of many bacteria. It is a polysaccharide layer that lies outside the cell envelope. Capsule can protect cells from engulfment by eukaryotic cells such as macrophages. And the next one is cell wall. It is a structural layer surrounding some types of cells just outside the cell membrane. The cell wall surrounds the plasma membrane of plant cells and provides tensile strength and protection against mechanical and osmotic stress. The last one is pili, are short hair-like structures on the cell surface of prokaryotic cells. They can have a role in movement but are often involved in adherence to surfaces, which facilitates infection and is a key virulence characteristics. So that's all. Thank you and God bless.